Hey there, it's Phyllis. It's your friendly Phyllis. I want to talk to you today about being a new consultant. So congratulations, you took the leap, you joined Cincy, and now it's time to get you started. Of course, there's going to be a lot more involved. You're going to have a lot of questions. That's completely normal. Please do not be afraid to ask your questions. This is just a quick general overview for you. So with that being said, welcome to the family. You are part of Team This Little Light of Mine, and we are thrilled that you are here. So first things first, log into your workstation. Your workstation is found right here at this address. You got an email from Cincy when you joined with your consultant ID and a temporary password. Go in there though and explore as much as you possibly can. Don't be afraid to click on anything. You can't change a darn thing. You can't submit an order without putting in a credit card, and I'm pretty sure you're smart enough to know if you put in credit card information, right? So go in there and play around. Click on every tab. Get slightly familiar with just the basics of your workstation. Your account tab is where you're going to change things around for your personal website. Look through your performance tab. Even though there's nothing there yet, just kind of get a feel for things. Of course, you're going to need a lot more training with your workstation, and we're going to provide that to you. You just have to ask some questions, and there's also training provided to you on the workstation. If you will go to the training tab, you will see another sub-tab called New Consultant Training. That's where I want you to hang out, okay? There are some great videos in there. There's some great documents in there. That's going to be your new club for just a little while until you get your feet wet, right? So let's talk about your upline. What is your upline? Well, your upline is basically the people above you, not in a condescending way, but such as your sponsor. Your sponsor is above you, and then your sponsor may have other people in between them and the director of the team. But you can go to your workstation and find out this information if you need to. So these are obviously not your sponsor, but this is my information. But my sponsor is right here, and then there is another person in between them, and then here's my superstar director. So technically, the only one that's yours, the same as yours on this picture, is Alexis Mayo. She is currently your superstar director. If you ever have any questions, here's the order and how they should be directed. So your sponsor is your go-to. Your sponsor is your mom. That is the first person you're going to call. But before you call your sponsor, you need to have checked in your workstation for your answer. Use the search function if you don't know where it might be located. If you haven't gotten an answer there, then try the team page. Go and ask your question in the team page. If you still haven't received your answer there, you can always try the amazing Professor Google, but then you contact your sponsor. If you don't get your answer from your sponsor, you continue to go up the line to your sponsor's sponsor or your director. If you can't get your answer from your director, then you contact your superstar director. If you will click on their names, it will take you to their information. So that was a little long. Moving on. So we need to talk about this. In your first 15 days, you have the opportunity to earn the Shooting Star Award, and you need to have a launch party to do that. So I hope that your sponsor has spoken to you and told you about having your launch party date already set before you click the join button. But if they haven't, let's get this started. Let's get it started quickly. Why do you want to have a launch party? Well, a launch party is really just to say, hey everybody, here I am. Let's do this. I want to be your Cincy lady. It's a chance for you to show everyone how excited you are about your new business opportunity. And the best way to get people to order with you, by the way, you're never going to get people to order with you, but the best way to get people's attention is to let them see all of Cincy has to offer and let them smell it, because then they will fall in love with it just like you did. So what kind of a launch party can you have? Well, you can have an open house. An open house is where you literally open your house. You invite people to come to your home and see your testers and your catalogs and let them look through things and just in general have a good time. Have some friends over and have a little sniffy party. So then you can also do what we call an on location. And you can do that for a friend or a family member, and that's where you go to their home and you'll give a presentation. Don't be scared of that word presentation. It can be any way. You could just be sitting on the couch talking about it, but you give a little presentation about what Scentsy products are, and then you get orders that way. Or you can have an on-the-go bag party. That's where you hand out your testers and your catalogs and order forms, and they're your little army. They go out and they do the work for you, and you have your hostess take the party with her. You actually have no involvement there other than amazing, strong hostess coaching and answering any questions that she may have. Or you can do an online party. Now, an online party is typically done on Facebook. There are other formats you can use. Some people do an Instagram party. Some people are now doing Snapchat parties. But there are ways you can do it, and that's going to take a little bit more involvement, but once you have it set up, it's absolutely amazing, and you can use it over and over and over again. That's where you're going to contact your sponsor with your questions there. All right, so people always say, how do I get people to come to my party? Well, you can read here. I'm not going to read it to you, but the point is, you have to ask them. You can't just say, hey, I'm having a Scentsy party, and that be done. You have to make it personal. You need to contact people in whatever form you're comfortable with and whatever form they're comfortable with, and you need to let them know this is what you're doing and you're very excited and you would love to have them come along and be a part of it. So who are you inviting? Well, pretty much everybody that you know, and you're going to do a lot more than you think. You think, oh, I have 5 friends, I'm going to invite all 5 of them. Well, no, we're going to invite a whole lot more than that, because only 10% of people invited will actually attend anything. Not because they don't want to, but because things come up, or maybe they didn't want to tell you no, and they really just didn't want to come, and that happens sometimes. Don't take it personally. So you need to invite a lot more people than you think, because that is how you're going to get your attendance up. And you really want to shoot for a minimum of 10 people in attendance. This is super important, guys. You've got to build your customer base. We do not want you hanging out in what I call your zip code for very long. You need to start with your friends and family, but you need to get away from them as quickly as possible, and you build your customer base of new people. So how do you do that? All right, let's start with your launch party. You have a goal. You really need to book 2 future parties off of the people at your launch party. And you say, why? They're my friends and family. I thought you wanted me to get away from that. Well, I do, but your friends and family know people that you don't know. So when they have a new blood come in, a new person come into the party, then you book 2 parties off of those new guests. And that is how your circle slowly widens and you get out of your zip code. You have to ask people to host the party. You cannot just think they're going to ask you. They won't. You have to ask them, and it's not hard. Practice at home now. Well, thank you so much for your order list, and I noticed you see a lot of things here that you want, and you say you just don't have the money for them. Let's host a party together. Let's do a party together, and then you can get them for free and half price. That's asking. So you really need to, like I just said, you really need to be working off the people that you have contact with right now to get out of your zip code. So here is a list of the things I want you to do this week. We have a team Facebook page. I want you to be in it. I want you to be reading the things there. I want you to go and use the search function. I want you to go through the files. I want you to go through the videos. There's so much information that is already there that you can utilize. And comment, guys. Comment back. Make your own post. This is your team page. Get active in there, and you will see that the more people that are active in our team page, the better results that they have, because they're with a tribe of like-minded people. Okay, so tell everybody, we already talked about this, tell everybody you are their new Scentsy lady. Use every form of social media, but don't sell. Just announce and share. Have your launch party within your first 15 days, preferably in your first 14 days, so you can get that order in on the 15th day for Shooting Star. And then complete the training progression on the home page of your workstation. When you click into the workstation at the very bottom, there is going to be a list. Go through it, tick off the boxes, and complete the training there. So, welcome. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped you. Again, it's just a brief touch point, a brief overview. Let's refresh our minds. Contact your sponsor with any questions. Ask questions in the team page. Be welcome. Feel welcomed. We love you already. Now get out there and rock your Scentsy business.